All right, I think that we are back. I'm just searching for the video. Can you see me? Okay, I can see you. Okay, this is part 3 of sketching together. Part number 3. Okay, you guys are coming back. I just wait, okay? I'll just wait few minutes. Now you are 3. Okay, good. I'm sorry guys, but sometimes internet is really, even if we are in a very technological era, it looks like it's bad anyway. So welcome back. I will clean up my pencil. Now we are 7. Okay, good. People are coming back. I'll just wait a little bit. Okay. No problem. You can understand. That's good. You do your best, sir. Thanks. All right. Thank you, Fetty. Thank you. All right. So, how many are we now? 12. Okay. One more minute. Okay. Promise. One more minute. Anyway, so far so good. What do you think? Ciao, Aditya Munde. Sir, I sent you a message about my work on Facebook Messenger. Can you please take a look at it? Look, you know what? Like I did last time, I write it down your name and I go and check it out. Facebook, which profile? Because there are several profiles on Facebook. Okay. Show me how to shade on the front A pillar. I know. This part here, right? Anurag, this part. You won't. It's very simple. I'm gonna do it now, okay? I'll do it for you and for everybody so that you guys can see. Now that we have this, do one more thing. I'll do a little bit of the shading as Anurag just asked, okay? Which is good for everybody. And then we will make some details on the wheels, all right? Because of the perspective, there are something happening on the wheels that are different from a full side view, because there is a perspective. Okay, so we are 15, so we're all back, basically. Anurag, check it out. I'm gonna do it, okay? On the front, I go dark, light, and here where is the white, I will not touch, because I want to make sure that there is a very strong contrast, because it is glass, all right? It's not a matte surface. Okay. Yes, we are back, stronger than ever. Like American movie. All right, so there we go. Okay, so basically this is done, all right? Then I put the line of the door. I make a little bit. And now I show you. Can you see it? What is important is that here, this is a conic shape, this one, all right? So, what is happening when we have a chrome cone? I show you. If I put it here, okay, I'll do this way. Okay, so those are the reflections, all right? This is chrome. These are the reflections of the objects that are here. There's a city, I don't know, cars, trees, nature, whatever. And here there is a reflection of what's on the other side. And we're going to do it. In between we have the core, which means the sky concentration, which is this one. The shading is exactly the sky concentration because of the cylinder effect or the conic effect. So when I make a cone which is made of chrome, it's going to be like this. Now I'm working with my pencil because it's gonna be a chrome if the darkest part of the sky of my core is as dark as the reflections. You know, this part, the closest part to the white. So let's keep on doing, because this is still halfway. We gotta do a little bit darker. You see, now I'm making a little bit more pressure. First I made the base. Now look, it's almost done. I'm touching, you know, almost like I'm painting, you know. It's almost like a brush. And I can see where I had to hit a little bit more to make sure that the consistency of this shading is well done. Okay, so now this line, which is the bottom, because it is chrome, as a radius, no? Before coming the base of the cone, there you have a reflection too. So it's a dark line that becomes lighter. You see? And the dark line, of course, it's exactly in the same correspondence of the darkest part of the sky concentration, of the core. You see? I retouch up a little bit. I just do some tune up because we want to make sure that it is well done. And then I make my shadow, which is gonna be here. Right? Okay. Now check it. Do you see? This is chrome. When we make our windshield, the windshield is a small part of this basic shape. And I'm gonna show you which one. Okay? Let's clean up the pencil, of course. Let's try to be professional. Okay, so here we have our windshield. There you go. That's your windshield. Now, it is important that you understand that your brain makes this reasoning in your head. And that's why it is important to know the theory of reflections on the basic shapes. Because when you sketch your cars, you know exactly what the hell you're doing. If you don't know those things, how can you place those reflections? Okay, so now to complete this sketch, we're doing the same thing here, a little bit lighter. Why? Because my reflection here, I made it lighter, okay? Because we said that our core is as dark as the reflection point, the darkest, we have to hit the same value tone. So this value and this one are very, very similar. And because this also is glass, this is a small part of a cylinder that is here, cylinder. You see, reflection. And now I'm gonna make a little bit of transparency of the glass so that you can understand what trick you can use to make that. All right? So just wait, give me 1 minute. First of all, we want to make this belt line a little bit better because it's too parallel. We want to bring this belt line, we want to make it a little bit inclinated, a little bit like that. It's gonna be much better, more dynamic. So we have to fix that. And starting from here, I do this, you see? Look, I fixed that belt line now. Can you see it? And it looks better. Because the proportion I have here is good compared to this one. Before this was too thin, was too short. Okay, so I fix this, all right. I fix there also because I want to make this a little bit stronger. And then I have my cut line there. Right? Look, it looks nice. Can you see the cut line? Now I'm gonna make the transparency of the B pillar that is behind the glass. Clean up my point. So what do? I try to evaluate the proportion, okay, of my B pillar. So let's say that is a little bit like this. Look, this is the proportion. Maybe it's a little bit too wide. So I make this a little bit more like that. And then here, can you see it? Now, the objective is to use the reflection as the area where we see a little bit of transparency. Okay? And of course, this area, the top area, which is with a strong light, it is the part where it is less transparent. Do you agree with me? So now that I did all this, I still have to retouch a little bit the shading here of the reflection to make sure that it works better. Because now we have the main elements of this reflection and transparency, but it needs a tune-up to make sure that it's a better quality. So let's do it. Because it needs to be a little bit darker. Just a little bit more. So once we do this, we can imagine that here there is a seat, okay? Now we don't have to sketch the whole seat, but we can just do few lines that make you understand that behind that glass there is a seat. That there is, for example, a steering wheel. So very light lines, few things. Always don't forget the perspective, okay? Every little lines you do inside the perspective, we must reach the rules of the perspective. Okay, so let's see now close how this looks. So how does it look? Do you like it? Eh? Okay, so this is what I want to show you, those little tricks that you can use when you sketch to give a very nice feeling to your sketch. You can do this also with pen, with ballpoint pen. But we will do this next time with the pen, because the pen is a little bit more complicated. It is about cross-hatching technique, as we know, and you have to use the pen with a lots of precaution, okay? Now let's do a little bit of the wheel so that we can finish this sketch today together. So now, because of the perspective, no? Look, because of this perspective, all the elements that I should put here, they also moved a little bit toward the front because of the perspective, right? Yeah, this sketch I will put on the Luciano Bove review. Don't worry, I will do it so that you can see and you can use it afterward. Okay, so I'm gonna make few things here to show you how perspective is affecting the wheels with this perspective. So we say if this is the center, the real center is moving, is there, okay? So this circle I can make it here, and this one I can make it here. Can you see it? It's here now. And it is here now. And this is because of the perspective. Everything is a little bit moving in the front. So let's make a little bit of shading, all right? I'm going to do something that in California they love, also in America, all over. Some nice chrome wheels. I learned this at school. This was one of our first exercises. Now, because this is a part of a sphere, all right? So we have to treat that reflection as a sphere, unless we make big mistakes, all right? So, sphere is this one. I'm show you very quick, okay? Very quick. Then we have the reflection here, okay? You see, we always have a reflection of what is in front, reflection of what is in the other side. And here we have a core, the sky concentration. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, my school. Sure. See, I'm gonna pay you. So I go like that. Look, everybody has their own technique. I'll do this way because I can control a little bit better. Because this is a spheric, all right? And after I'm starting to cross edge. Look how I do. I try not to make dirty the white area, because that's the reflection. That's what's giving the real reflection. So I gotta be very careful. Okay. Very quick. All right, let's see it. Do you see the sphere? This is the reflection of the shadow. Because it's chrome, it's a ball, it's turning. It's like a mirror. This is the reflection of all this stuff on this side. This is the sky. So it's shading dark light. And up here, very compressed, the left, what remains of reflection on the other side of the sphere. Okay, now we're gonna apply these principles to our wheels, because they are semispheric. So let's do it. And of course, very artistic, okay? It's like what we learned when we were in art school, or when if we have a hobby of drawing, just drawing, life drawings, you know, it comes from there. Painting, it comes from there. So I work the surface so that I get that spherical effect, okay? Then here, because it is a chrome, I make my reflections that are very compressed inside this rim. Okay, so the section is here. Can you see it? You see, that's not bad. It's really it is like a sphere. And now one thing we could do, because it looks like already, this is like a tree. And another one is here. And another one is here. You see? Now, if I tell you that's a horizon with trees, you believe it because it looks like, you know, it comes into the mind like that. Your mind, it reads like that. Okay. Now, the front, you can do the same thing. You see? It's the same thing now. Now you understand. You see? We make our basic lines to understand what's down, what's up. Okay? The big mark here. All right? We make the basic. And then we go with our shading. And we make our trees here. This is in Carmel, in California, with the beautiful trees of Carmel. Okay, so now, last thing, let's clean up a little bit this. Now imagine that we do something, I don't know, I think this section needs something different. Let's imagine that we have a okay, let's imagine this. Wait, just a little bit here because the shadow, unless it doesn't look nice. Okay, can you see? I modified now. I'm trying to model the side view. You see, I made a section here. This is coming out. This is our chicken leg. And this is very much going down like this section, you see? Now I will draw a section here to show you how I'm trying to imagine this side view. So, we have this, Can you see that section? Do you understand that section? Because when you learn how to do shading, look, you can model. Before we didn't have that. And then you can put your sections, and that's when your creativity gets into your sketches. Great. So, now that we did this, all right, let's sign it, and I will do another thing for you. So today is 19. And then, of course, we have to put our brand. And our brand is Luciano Bove. How did we say Luciano Bove sketch review? Or Luciano Bove review? I forgot. Do you remember? Tell me. Write it down. Yes, Fetty, don't worry. This I will take a picture and I will put it on Instagram. So, what is our hashtag? Review. Okay, thanks. Okay, so just to make a resume, okay, this is, don't worry, I will sketch this, okay? I'll make a photo of this and will be on Instagram, don't worry. So, we said, bear, it's here, all right? And the windshield, it's here, all right? So we said, this is our center line. Center line, okay? And that's our section. Remember, we started from here, okay? And I hope, I really hope, that this makes your day today, okay? So I'll try to bring it close as possible to the camera, and I don't move, so that you can really see well. Okay, now I'm going to do this for Instagram. Next time, it will be Wednesday, all right? So, wait just a second. Here I am. Hi, guys. I am back. So, I hope you enjoyed. Once again, all right? It's important to understand that, first of all, I cannot make nice, hot-looking designs. I don't want to. You have to do that, all right? You're welcome. You have to do that. What I'm here for is to give you some tools, some thinking, some method, and also a little bit of discipline if this can be done. Because it's thanks to the combination of all this stuff that you can just feel free to use your creativity and sketch something. But don't forget that you can do it only if you do a lots of exercise. So even if this exercise here, it does not come right at the first time, honestly, who cares? Just do it. Do it many times. And most of all, motivate yourself to get there. Don't get depressed, it's useless. When I started also I had lots of difficulties. Who cares? You have just to work hard. And you will get that. It's a feeling. The line work exercise will give you that feeling to make those reflections, to use your pencil and to shape your creativity on paper. Thank you very much. So Wednesday, same time, we will do something else together, all right? We will sketch again. Ciao. Thank you very much. Bye. Ciao. I'm taking off now.